We played Pool Blitz before. Now we're playing Snooker Blitz, the sibling of Pool Blitz. Is it any good? Let's find out.
Join the fight. Join the fight. With the elite older gamers shining bright.
Alright, straight in with the screen share. You know how we do it by now. Let's have a quick look at the menu. Now, snooker is a very specific sport for only those specific few who like it. Alright, league, where are we? I've played 1 or 2 matches. That's obviously the bottom league. My league, whatever that means. What else we got? Guessed, I don't know what that is. But anyway, it's multiplayer, multi-platform snooker game. In the same ilk as Pool Blitz. And I liked Pool Blitz, as you know. And I said in that video, grew up a bit of a pool player. 147 Club. Wow, you're making 147 on this. That's incredible. But snooker, not really. Because I grew up a pool player, it's this starter chest. What's in here? Let's unlock it. Because I grew up a pool player, you jump. I've played a few frames of snooker. You know, I'm not going to say I've never played it. I have. But it was, the tables were so massive, weren't they? When you come off a pool table, what's this practice mode? Let's have a look. When you come off a pool table and you go into snooker, you're like, what, this is just too much. You'd be easier starting the other way around almost. Although then again, pool gives you the fundamentals, don't it? Of, okay, we got side, we got screw back, we got stun. All right. So to get good at this and good cue ball control, you're going to have to know a bit about snooker. Now, as I said in Pool Blitz before, I do know a bit about cue ball control. Okay, so even as a pool player back in the day, I know about, not with great expertise and skill, but I know enough about screw back. I know enough about left and right hand side, and also follow through when the times were needed. So, you know, I got a bit of a feel for it. And then it just would have took, obviously, a lot more playing and practice to get to grips with snooker. But I just never did. I was obviously as a pool player back in the day as opposed to a snooker one. But I do like watching snooker now and then. The personalities have gone from it a bit, haven't they? We missed that one. Should we get out of this practice mode? Let's go out and go and have a look elsewhere. 1 second. Let's skip this. Alright, we got tall. Yeah, alright. What else we got? Your cue. Now, I remember from Pool Blitz, the more you played, the more points you got, the more you could rank up your equipment. And I would suggest snooker, you need more cue ball control, arguably, than you do pool. What's this? Cue charge empty. Purchase more charge to enable skills. Positional play aid. Ah, see, now that you would need in snooker to know where the cue ball's going, to position for the next shot and break building. We don't have that at the moment because I'm not paying any points. Not at this moment. So the reason this game is free, which by the way is amazing to be free, but that's because they know if you want to get good, you're most likely going to have to spend some money or grind to hell, which you probably could do as well. I remember Pool Blitz, there were quite a lot of bots which annoyed me, and you never quite know if they are or not unless they got, like, for me, an Xbox symbol next to them. Alright, my break. Now, one thing I could do in real life was the break. Okay? Quite a decent break. I like safety exchanges. I know. How boring is that? What's a break, by the way? What's a break? It's one of the best breaks I've ever seen. Right, so, yeah, snooker. All about break building. If you don't know the basics, if you're watching this video, I'm sure you do. But it's red colour, red colour. They're all worth different amounts of points. Black's the most, yellow's the least in terms of the colours. Okay? And he's put me back in with safety. No ladies' ears. That's a bot name all day. All day. But, look, you don't get any direction where you get a slight nudge about where your cue ball's going. So you definitely, if you upgrade your cue and you see where it's going to end up, that would be an immense help. And also the guidelines, I don't know, but I dare say that the cues might... Shots! Garbage positional play. Again, you need the power-up cues to do it, but we're just going for a pot fest here. There's not much positional play at the moment. Anyway, there's a number of angles to it as well. You can play normal, you know, down on the table, as in the player kind of angle like this now. Me personally, I prefer the overhead view predominantly for safety master. Come on. For the bird's eye view. I just think the angles are easier to see. I mean, if you want a real tip, do you know what I mean? While they have their shot. If you want to get into geek mode and not play this, where you get your guideline at the start, you could just stick a ruler or something like that and truly see where it's going every shot. I mean, that would be another level. Shot, ladies' ears. Bot name. You could really do it without paying money to do, but your cue ball is still going to be hard to control. But at least you'd go up the leagues and get more, you know, points, because you can also get points through that route. But it looks nice. It feels nice. The cue's a bit annoying, a little bit, because you pull back on your right stick. So like that is your cue action. And you can do it yourself, but sometimes you'll try and power a shot through and it won't necessarily deliver the cue. And you're like, what? So that's a bit annoying. Softer's better than power. It was in snooker anyway. It always was. But nice controlled cue action is going to help you a lot. Oh, we're in. They've missed that. And you've left me one. So you got this angle. Okay. And you can see there that because we're so close, that's going in. We're not going to miss that. We're not going to miss that. Come on. Just tap it in and we'll be on the black. Yeah. I'm happy with that. Should we go for some side? I'm going to try and bust into this pack. Oh, he's took his eyes off the black trying to do the cue ball already. It's your second go, man. What are you doing? Yeah, this one. Fun game, you know. Fun game. If you're a snooker fan, you're going to love this game. Now, I know that sounds obvious, okay? But Pool Blitz, it is not. So, in other words, you are going to get long frames. And when you're in the lower leagues like this, you are going to get long frames where you both do 9, 10, 11 breaks. You know, you'll need to be very good, get used to it, upgrade your cue to start making your 30s and 40s to make it competitive, okay? So, what you've got to understand is if you play it and go all in from the perspective of, you know what, I'm going to get used to this game, I'm going to grind, come on. Pot master, positional. Well, god awful at positioning, aren't we? Positional garbage, that's what it is. If you're in for the all-in, if you're a one kind of game player, and by that I mean that's me sometimes, where I'm like, if I really like a game, I'm quite comfortable playing it a lot and not playing much else. If you're one of those and a snooker fan, then you need to download this. If you're not one of those and you like variation, this could get a bit frustrating because you've either got to pay to win or you've got to play to upgrade. And by that, you have to play quite a bit. So it's going to need a bit of time into it. What a shot that was, by the way. But yeah, overall, very good. Very smooth game. You know, most of these games are going to be obvious with the angles and stuff. No real licensing involved. Well, there's no real licensing involved. You'll never get that movie. Nobody out there will get that movie. I know what it is. And if you do, put it in the comments because you'd be a ridiculous legend. Anyway, yeah, there's no real licensing. I'd like a snooker game like this that has all the players with their attributes and stuff and legends maybe, you know. I don't think nobody's ever done that where they've gone all in. Kind of like, you know, WWE games, and they have all the obviously they own all the rights to it, so they can almost have every character they want because they're all characters they created. Snooker is a sport, it is not like that. However, look at this, we still got it, you still got it. A game like this with the model like this with all the real players in that would have been great fun with all the tournaments in. It's just very, you know, casual leagues that are not the real ones and stuff, obviously. Licensing would probably go away because you'd want to play at the Crucible and stuff like that. So, you know, a snooker game along those lines, I know there's been those games before, but latest iterations of it like this would have been good. But, you know, it's a free game, so how much money are they going to put into licensing? They probably, you know, can't afford it if you deliver a game for free. But look, overall, give me an extra one, that'll do, over the pocket for the next one. Overall, really nice feel, good game. Massive thumbs up, Snooker Blitz. I like this. The only reason putting me off is the amount of grinding with it. I would have liked to seen the cues be a bit more advantageous from the start. So in other words, if those lines were just a little bit longer, the guidance line, so the white cue ball and well, mainly the red one of the trajectory of the red, if they were a little bit longer, and if you had a little bit more cue ball control, you might grab people from the start. I think big snooker fans might put it on and go, oh, this is just too difficult, too finicky, too tricky. But if you love snooker, you'll love this. If you don't mind plowing a bit of money into a game, you could very quickly level up, very quickly. Get the right cue, get the right cue ball control and go into it. Online rankings, you know I love playing online. But again, sometimes it's difficult to know what's a person versus bot. I mean, look at that gamer tag. That gives it away all day for a bot. But yeah, a lot of fun. Massive thumbs up to me. This Snooker Blitz. Like it. You know, pick your GOAT. Who's the GOAT? We know Ronnie's the GOAT, but I'm not having that guy ever.
6.
Every time he plays bad, I hate snooker. I hate it. Can't stand it. Yeah, I just love playing snooker when you're winning. What a surprise, Ronnie. But, you know, it's a good game. It's a good game. And when games are free, give you the basics, even just have a little go of it and a little game of snooker now and then, and try and, you know,
7.
play with friends and say, who can get the biggest break without buying all the best cues and that? Who can do what? Just for a bit of fun. It's good. Do I prefer this or Pool Blitz? Probably Pool Blitz is easier as a beginner to navigate. This is going to take expertise and skill building. But overall, I'm going to shut it down. I'm going to shut it down after these few shots and say Snooker Blitz. Thumbs up. Great game. Can't complain when it is for free. And ladies' ears of that fake gamer tag, you're getting destroyed
13.
now. We're on a run now. You're getting destroyed. But I'm switching off after this break. What are we going to go for? Should we just take on the pink? Take on the pink. No. That's tight. Yeah, come on. We're getting into the grips of this now. What?
Foul.
Oh, you've
6
got to be
away.
kidding me. We was on a break with all them reds over the pocket as well. Oh, I've had enough of Snooker Blitz. I changed my mind. I'm not playing anymore. No, good game. Give it a try. Free in the Xbox store. I dare say on PlayStation and PC you'll find it as well. So, good game. Anyway, take it easy. Bye-bye.